Well, hello, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for making it to the end of the week. I'm Victoria Hills. I'm the Chief Executive of the Royal Town Planning Institute, and what a week we've had with the Planner Live online. I'm delighted that I'm joined now in conversation with our fabulous presidential team to reflect on what a fabulous week we've had. So I'm going to start by introducing President Sue Mans. Sue, how has the week been for you, and what's been your highlight?
Well, it's hard to believe just how much has happened this week at Planner Live Online. Having launched the RTPI new campaign, Plan the World We Need, on Monday, the events that followed during the week have underlined the vital importance of planning and planners in creating a better, greener post-COVID-19 world. So whilst the past few months have brought into sharp focus the strengths and weaknesses of our place and our way of life, the pandemic has also been a story of inequality. The extent of that was revealed by speaker after speaker. But in the true spirit of planning and planners, every speaker has been looking to the future with innovative solutions to the challenges that we face. And discussions have been wide-ranging, from the role of streets in fostering and supporting community spirit, the importance of human and planetary health, the importance of delivering the right infrastructure and the right homes in the right places, whilst also ensuring that we meet our net zero carbon targets. So tackling place-based inequality, or levelling up, must be also at the heart of the recovery. And as many speakers commented, the solution to one problem is often connected to solutions to other problems, and it's important that we capture these wins wherever possible. And equally, we need to appreciate that some actions with the best intention can also have unintended consequences. So to answer your question, how has the week been for me? Well, it's left me buzzing. There is just so much to reflect upon as we make the case for planning to be front and centre of a green place-based recovery that's fair to all, and working out how we do it. It is vital that we truly engage with our communities. After all, who are we planning for? I should also add that I'm so pleased that the sessions are available on the RTPI YouTube channel, as I know that I will be revisiting some of them in the coming weeks. And then in terms of my highlight for the week, I think it's the fact that the Planner Live Online has reached RTPI members and many others across the UK and well beyond, a reach that we could never have imagined in our pre-COVID world. And that digital forum has enabled so many who could not otherwise have been able to attend to do so, and to do so at a time that works for them. It's been truly inclusive.
Well, Sue, we can hear just that sort of buzzing from your enthusiasm there, and I think we're all absolutely buzzing off this phenomenal week of activity. Wei Yang, as Vice President of the RTPI, how has the week been for you, and what's been your highlight?
Thanks, Victoria. It has been a very busy week, but it's so interesting to have a week debating a wide range of planning issues. I thought we could name it as a National Planning Week almost every year in the future. I had the privilege interviewing the chief planners from the 4 nations. My highlight was the people-focused place-making approach in Wales, facilitated by the Future Generations Commissioner. Also, I was very impressed by the Scotland's vision for 2050 to be delivered through their forward-thinking national planning framework and their digital strategy for planning as well. However, it strikes me that different political agendas can make such significant difference in the 4 nations in the UK in terms of how planning is being used and how planners are being valued. Apart from England, all the 3 other nations have their own national spatial plans. So they see planning in a much more positive and strategic way. All in all, our profession is about people, their health and well-being, and more importantly, as Sue said, it's about future. We have a tremendous job to do to plan the world we need. I believe we have the ability to do so and make some very positive differences to people's lives across generations. So that's my take from the week. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that, Wei. And as you said, there's so much for us to learn across those nations, and we have learned so much this week already. Now, immediate past president in Tant, in some respects, you've seen this all before, but of course you haven't, because this has been a week like no other. So what has been your highlight of the week, and how has it been for you?
Well, first of all, the whole week I think has been tremendous. There's been so much learning, and as Sue rightly points out, the fact that the sessions are all available on the YouTube channel means that we have the chance to catch up. We can catch them at the time that suits us, that suits our members. We won't lose any of that learning. I reflect on the fact that there are 3 themes that have kept coming through the week. Obviously, COVID and the impact of COVID, the changes it is bringing to planning, the economic impact that follows from that. But I think above all, if you like, the third and biggest tidal wave is climate change and the reflection in many of the sessions on that. If I have one particular highlight, it's based on the fact that we always manage to bring outside non-planners into our convention, and we haven't missed out on that this week. We've had a number of non-planner speakers, but the one that really stands out for me was Rebecca Wrigley yesterday in the session when we were talking about climate change, environmental impact and the role of local authorities, highlighted one startling fact, which is that the rate of climate change means that our climate zones at the moment are moving at a rate of up to 5 kilometres a year. Now, she stressed, therefore, the need for networks of natural environment. That means our wildlife can adapt and move. But it's just startling to, if you like, to put into a figure what the impact literally on the ground is of climate change, and reminds us of the importance of it. So much learning and so many terrific things to take away, and so many sessions for me to carry on watching over the coming weeks.
That's right. The beauty of our digital content means that this is the Planner Live Online can just keep on giving. On that note, Sue, I would very much like to give you the final word here. Any closing remarks for those who have been joining us all week and know who are now listening in?
Well, thank you very much, Victoria. I think you asked about the main message that I'd like to leave, and I think it's about our campaign, Plan the World We Need, which is already having a resonance across communities, across nations and across the world. This campaign is so important, and it's the start of a conversation that we'll be having as a profession across communities, businesses, stakeholders, the media, governments alike, as we promote the vital role of planning and planners in creating a better, greener, place-based recovery. And I don't mind how many times I say better, greener, place-based recovery, because that's what's at the heart. So I very, very much hope that everyone who has been part of the Planner Live 2020, in whatever way, will get involved in that campaign in the coming weeks and months. By sharing that short campaign film that we've got on the RTPI YouTube channel and amplifying it through their own social media contacts, so that when we do meet again, whether it's in person in 2021, whether it's in 2025, 2030 or beyond, we can look back and see what has changed and say that, yes, we did make a difference. I think to me, that's the big message from it. And it's a great one.
Well, on that positive note, it's sad to say that we will be drawing the conference to a close very shortly. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all of the presidential team for being such fabulous ambassadors as ever of the Planner Live Online, but also our new campaign, Plan the World We Need. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you all again very soon.